Our next speaker is Oleksandr Syenkevych, the mayor of Mykolaiv, a city serving 500,000 people on the coast of the Black Sea. It's Ukraine's second biggest port. Oleksandr has been the mayor since 2015, and Mykolaiv is a city that's regarded as a city of heroes because of the role it played in halting the Russian front line. At one stage, the Russians actually spent 8 months camped on the city boundaries. Now, the city water supply came via 2 major pumping stations about 20 kilometres away. There was a single wastewater treatment plant. Now, I wanted to know what it was like when the city was under fire. What, as the leader of the city and therefore effectively the leader of the local water utility, did he do? So I started by asking Oleksandr what happened when they were first attacked.
Actually, after the occupation of the nearest city of Kherson, where our pumping station is situated, Russians decided to destroy these pipes. They said that we can use them to send troops there to Kherson. But actually, after the explosion, we found that we lost the water supply, and we 3 or 4 days we even started to find where it is, and then we found with the drones that they just destroyed, put the explosive under the pipes and explosive, and that explosive destroyed pipes in 3 places. So
just to be clear, there was a particular day when you woke up and found there was no water coming into the city because the trunk mains that were delivering water, just nothing was flowing. You did an investigation, discovered that it had been a deliberate act to blow up in 3 places these supply pipes coming into the city. Right.
We found that the pressure is low, and then we called to those people who were on the pumping stations. Even in occupations, they work there, and they told us everything is pumped. I mean, the water is pumped to the city, but you
just not making it out the other end. Okay.
So it's in the middle. So we stopped pumping the water and found some small lakes around this pipe, and then we found that they destroyed pipe.
Okay. And the wastewater, so that's on the drinking water side. On the wastewater facility, what's happened there?
On the wastewater facility, everything is good because it's on the outskirts of the city, so it was somehow damaged by the rocket attacks, but it still works and everything's good with it.
Okay. So now I understand what you had. I understand what's happened in there. I've now got this nightmare scenario of trying to understand, what did you do? How did you keep the population of 500,000 people in supply of water, bearing in mind your key water source had disappeared overnight?
So we were in a big mess. So first of all, we started to think how we will live without water at all. But seeing, let's say, looking to the future, I decided before that act of Russians to drill some boreholes around the city near the hospitals. Actually, our region is not well watered, and the water under the ground is really salty. So we understood that we can't leave people without water. Actually, the act happened in April 2022, and we knew that there is a summer in front of us, and there will be a very big problem with some,
water drought.
Yes, and we had problem with the cholera in the previous times of Soviet Union in 90s. So we knew that we need to resolve this situation as soon as possible. So we made a decision to take the water from the river, which our city stays on, the South Brook River. But the only problem that this water is really salty because of the closeness to the Black Sea. That's why we never used it for the drinking water. But it was like, a scale between living without water and ruining our waste water pipes, because they will be, destroyed, they will dry, everything will be bad. And around the salty water that will destroy actually our water supply pipes.
And so just to be clear,
with the rust.
And just to be clear, so you've got this very salty, brackish water that people can use for washing and for non-potable sources. But what are they doing? What are the population of Mykolaiv doing for potable water? For drinking?
We have around 280 boreholes. Actually, part of them, it's like about 80% of them boreholes, and part of them just osmosis cleaning system that we put on our water from the pipes. We clean it to the level of drinking, and people can get it for free. So you can imagine a 500,000 city where people every day routine with the plastic bottles. They go to these water spots, we call them, and fill the plastic bottles, 5-liter plastic bottles, to their houses. They bringing them to the 5th floor where they don't have elevators. So yes, this problem made us stronger.
Problems made us stronger? That is such a bold statement and a strong attitude to take. That interview was taken as part of a much longer interview that we did as part of our Exec Exchange podcast series. These are 15-minute podcasts in which a leader from the water sector shares a story to inspire, educate and inform other water sector leaders. And if you want to hear the full podcast, I'll share the link in the post-broadcast email.